right, what do we got here? We got the homework off 13-2. You guys can copy all this stuff from your notes. All right. All right, what do we got here? We got draw the given angle and show the rotation. So a negative 240-degree angle. This is one of those few things where colored pencils would make sense. But we always start angles right here on the positive x-axis. If we're going to rotate negatively, we're going to rotate clockwise. This would be 90, 180, that'd be 180 degrees, and another 60. That is a negative 240 degrees of clockwise rotation. Next we have 9 pi over 4. So what you guys are going to have to do, because you're new at this and you haven't done a whole lot of trig and you don't know this off the top of your head, is you're going to have to convert. You're going to have to do 9 pi over 4 and you're going to have to multiply it by 180 degrees over the pi rad. This was a pi rad. What happens is the pi rads cancel. That's what happens. They're gone. You can either do this in your head or whatever. You can type it in TI-84. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. Like, don't be alarmed when I do things by hand. This is 9 times 45 because 180 divided by 4 is 45. And 9 45s makes what? 405 degrees. So there we go. I'm going to draw a 405 degree angle. Positive angles rotate counterclockwise. So I'm going to make a full circle. That's 360. And I've got 45 degrees left of rotation. So halfway through quadrant 1. That is a 405 degree angle. Easy peasy. Number 7 is 2 radians. So you can either memorize that a radian is about 57 point, what is it, 2 degrees? It's either 57 or 57.3. Or you can just use your little formula. It doesn't really matter. I think it's 57.3 degrees. But you can just take your 2 radians and you can multiply it by 180 over pi. And that's going to be what she is. So 2 times 180 sitting pretty over a pi is roughly 114.59 degrees. And that's going to, again, start on the positive x-axis. Then it's going to rotate counterclockwise, 90 and a little bit more. That's about 114.59 degrees. All right, so those are easy. Next up, is converting the degree to radians or radians to degrees, vice versa. 5 pi over 12. You take your 5 pi over 12. You want the pi symbols to cancel out, so the pi is in the denominator. And that's your setup. You can do it by hand if you want. It's up to you. Pi's cancel. 5 times 180 is too tired for this. 900. 900 over 12. Still too tired. Anyways, what did I have? I got 5/12 times 180 because I canceled out my pi's. Oop. I can't type. 5 over 12 times 180. I should know this. 75 degrees. I feel ashamed of myself. 75 degrees. Number 13 is 2 rads. Oh, well, that's just like 7, isn't it? I need to change that. Let's make this negative 1.5 rads, and I need to change the sheet. So I take negative 1.5 and I multiply her by 180 over pi. That's all I do. Ta-da! Negative 85.94 degrees. All right, what's up next? Next up is number 18. So you're supposed to find arc length and area. The formula for arc length is the radius times theta, but theta is a radian. So you're going to take your 45 degree angle and you're going to have to convert it. If you don't memorize it, you're going to have to use your little formula. That should say theta. Anyways, I don't know why it said pi. It should say theta. You can take your 45 degrees, you're going to multiply it by pi over 180. And in a calculator, which you guys have to do, you're going to do 1 over 180. And you're going to get 0.25 back as a frac, a quarter. So it's 1 pi over 4, or just pi over 4. So that's what I'm going to use. So my arc length is 15 times pi over 4, which is 15 pi over 4. What is it, centimeters? Easy thing to do. Area is 1/2 r squared theta, and still the same deal, that's a radian. And I've already done that, so this will be easy. Area is 1/2 of a 15, because that's my radius, that is squared, times pi over 4. And I'm going to do this exact math. You can do it exact math too. If you don't know that 15 squared is 225, and you don't know that 2 times 4 is 8, it's not a big deal. But the exact answer is going to be 225 pi over 8 square centimeters. Now, if you have no idea where I came up with that, here's what I did. You can do it in a calculator. You can type a half. You can type a 15 to the second. And you can type a 1 over 4 instead of pi over 4. And then you can hit math and a frac. 225 over 8. Don't forget about pi. So there, boys and girls, is 18. And what's up next? I only did 2 on the back side, but 21 was a good one to do. 21 is about a spiral staircase. It has 15 steps. I wish I could draw, but I'm just not a good drawer. I can see it, but what my head sees, my hand can't do. Each step is a sector. Each step is a sector with a radius of 42 inches and a central angle of pi over 8. That needs to be fixed. This one's really easy. I mean, all the easy stuff's been done for you. They gave you the angle properly. And what is the length of the arc formed by the outer edge of the step? So I need to find that arc length. It's pretty simple. It's 42 times pi over 8, which would be 21 over 4, 21 pi over 4 inches, because those are our units. Through what angle would you rotate by climbing the stairs, including a 16th turn for stepping up on the ladder? So each step covers pi over 8, and you take 16 steps. So you just got to figure out what 16 times pi over 8 is, and 16 over 8 is 2. 2 pi, or 360 degrees, if you like degrees. It's 2 pi rads, 2 pi radians, or 360 degrees. How many square inches of carpeting would you need to cover the 15 steps? So you got to find the area of each sector. And there's 15 of them, by the way. 1/2 the radius of 42 squared times pi over 8. I'm not going to do that one in exact form. It's a carpentry problem. Notice I want square inches. I should have asked for like square yards. Let's do that. I'm going to change that to square yards. Anyways, 0.5 of 42 to the second power times a pi over 8. Don't worry about your calculator being degree mode. You're not doing anything with it. You're not doing sine, cosine, or tangent. Is 346.36 square inches per step. And there are 15 of them. So I'm going to take 15 times that, and I'm going to use the decimal on my calculator. I'm not going to round until I'm done. 5,195.41 square inches. And I'm going to change this to square yards, because that's how you buy carpet. Usually you buy carpet by the square yard. A square yard is 36 by 36. 1,296 square inches. Okay, so I'm going to divide by 1,296 per yard. And that's going to be my unit conversion. You need a little over 4 yards. It's about 4.009 square yards. So you'd have to buy a little bit more. You'd probably have to buy 5. And there you go. Moving on to 23, simplify. 3 minus 4i times 5 plus 3i. To do this, you multiply by the conjugate of 5 plus 3i, which is 5 minus 3i. I really want you doing these by hand. I understand that there is a frickin' I button on a calculator. I'll check my work. The bottom is about first and last. That's all it's about, first and last. 5 times 5 being 25, 3i times negative 3i being negative 9i squared. Negative 9i squared is positive 9. Cross, change sign. 25 and 9 makes 34. The top you need to FOIL. 3 times 5 is 15. Minus 9i, about screwed up, minus 20i, plus 12i squared. 12i squared, gone, change sign, negative 12. 15 minus 12 is 3, and negative 9i minus 20i is negative 29i. Oops, I put that in the wrong spot. 3 minus 29i. Now, you can actually check yourself with the TI-84. But you're doing it by hand. All this stuff is by hand, kids. Every bit of it. I'm going to check myself because I'm tired. And I get a little weird when I'm tired. So check myself. 3 minus 4i. 5 plus 3i. Looks right, doesn't it? 3 over 34. 29i over 34. Done. Oh, yeah. I like that the calculator did that. You're supposed to be in the form a plus minus bi. I didn't have it in the right form. 3/34 because 3 over 34 minus because there's a minus 29i over 34. That's the way it's supposed to look. And that is homework 13-2. Probably watching this during spring break, so I hope you're having a good one. Don't worry, I'm doing work too. It's not like we're productive people work. It's what you do.